You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Good job. Hi, everybody. It's great to see you. I'm Reverend Bonnie Rose. It's really nice to see all you here this morning, and I'm just delighted that you're here. How many different ways can I say that? Okay. Also, big shout out to the folks that are watching online. We're delighted that you're with us as well. So just welcome, settle in, have a great time, and I'm going to pass the word over to Lonnie.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, Bonnie.
Yes.
Are you going to be in the audience today?
I am. Yes, we have a guest speaker today. It's Assistant Minister, Reverend Jennifer Hadrys. Yay! Yay! And I get to sit back and watch, which is really fun.
That is very delightful. I hope you're not like, oh, are you going to start the wave?
I don't really go to sports games, so I don't know what that is.
I can help you out with that.
Okay, good.
I think there'll be a lot of people following.
Okay, good to know.
But our beautiful Jennifer has a wonderful message for us this morning, and we have some lovely music by our beloved Shante. Thank you for joining us again. And I just wanted to say an extra blessing this morning. It was 5 years ago today that we experienced the Thomas Fire, and we were a pillar of strength during that time, and it really, through all of that, we rose up out of the ashes. So extra blessings to those that suffered through that, and we were glad to be of support. So
Absolutely. Thank you, Lonnie. Well, thanks. Okay. So what's next? Bill. Come on, Bill. How you doing? Good to see you, kiddo.
I'm doing great.
Good.
Thank
Glad to
you.
hear it.
I'm Bill Hadrys with Youth and Family.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of some material gifts in your life? Maybe a favorite blanket, a phone, a home, a bed, your favorite shoes, friends, maybe family. Now, how about some immaterial gifts? Maybe love, kindness, maybe some drama, a little frustration sometimes. Yeah. Some of those gifts are wonderful, pleasant, love to have them. But some of those, pretty heavy. Which ones are weighing you down? Which ones are consuming your life? Do you ever let go of the gifts that no longer serve you? That can sometimes seem hard, but I have a secret. I'll share. It makes it a lot easier. It's gratitude.
Yay!
Thank the gifts. Thank them for serving and let them go. You'll be blessed with new gifts that replace them. So with that, I have some homework for you.
Okay.
I would like, starting tomorrow, if you think about it, there's 26 days left. Now, what a coincidence. There's 26 letters in the alphabet.
Wow.
So I invite you to write down on a piece of paper or a journal the letters A to Z, and starting tomorrow, each day with the letter A, and then ending on the 31st with the letter Z, write down something you are grateful for.
Wow. Cool, Bill. Can we do a sample now? Could I jump into your children's message for just a moment?
You may.
Thank you. So when I say 3, everybody think of the letter A. Think of the letter A now and think of something that you're grateful for that begins with A. When I say 3, just yell it out, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Apples!
Okay. That was awesome. Thank you. Thanks.
So with that, I invite you all to repeat after me. I am grateful for the gifts in my life.
I am grateful for the gifts in my life.
And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Will the practitioners and ministers please stand with me? If it's comfortable, place your hands on your heart. Let's turn within for the sacred act of prayer. So grateful to open our hearts to that one love that one presence, that joy, that peace, that harmony, the experience of miracles and healing. So grateful to align myself with that heart, with that mind, with that presence, with that energy, knowing that it surrounds each and every one of us. It fills this sanctuary. It fills your homes for those of you who are watching online and who will watch later on YouTube. So grateful for this energy that's enfolding us in a beautiful vortex, opening our eyes, our ears, our hearts to engage in life fully, to create miracles wherever we go, because we are a walking miracle. So how grateful I am for the miracle of this service unfolding in blessing and joy, with Jennifer's message, Shanti's music, Chris's piano playing, and all of us connecting to each other. It's a beautiful miracle to have community where we hold each other in love. So I'm so grateful for this service, so grateful for our loving hearts, so grateful for the miracles that we are. And with a heart that's full of joy, I release this word to the divine mystery. It is done, it is perfect, it is complete, and together we say, and so it is.
And let us breathe in and breathe out, and draw ourselves deeper into that sacred, soft place that Lita brought us to with her tender words. While we're here, we feel our hearts expand. We feel the gift of community as we all sit together here in this sacred sanctuary, knowing that the gift is also amplified by those who are watching online, and also those who simply exist, all beings everywhere, all of existence. The cosmos is our community. And so together we will sing, I am remembering who I am. Remembering that I am is a word for the divine. It is a word for love. It is a word for God, Holy Spirit, higher power. We remember that the innermost God and the highest God are one. And as we sing, we know this for ourselves. We sense and feel and trust the I am presence within us. But we also know it for all beings everywhere. This song connects us, not only as a spiritual community here, but as a global cosmic community across the galaxies. So let us sing together, I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am love. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. Resting in the stillness of that divine remembrance, let us breathe in deeply and then exhale, opening our eyes in love and in service to what is, as it is, and so it is.
Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, and gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
I love your song, and your boots are amazing. I'm a shoe person myself, so I get it. So, hello everybody. I'm Jennifer. We have these lovely name tags today. They're so helpful, especially when we forget who we are. And the talk today is what is in your fuel tank, which is something I never used to think about. But you think about it, like what do you put in your car, right? If you're putting in premium gas, or if you're putting in gas that's got twigs and things in it, your car's not going to run so great. So what are we putting into ourselves? And I'm not going to go on a diet tirade or anything. This is all about spiritual truths. So some of you might have noticed that we're still talking about gratitude, and some of you might be thinking, wasn't that last month? Aren't we done with gratitude? Like, that's so November, and we are in December. Hello, right? Hello, it's Christmas time. So I saw this, and I thought this pretty much sums me up. There are two types of people right now. I'm the guy from The Lord of the Rings on the bottom down there, usually in December. Usually I'm kind of booking a cruise to somewhere warmer, somewhere with no Christmas trees, something. So this is great because now I can talk about how we can be grateful in times and in moments when maybe we're not used to being grateful. So we're still working with the book by Kevin Clayson called Flip the Gratitude Switch. Thank you, Reverend Bonnie, for your slide. I didn't have to remake a slide. I always appreciate that. And he outlines this method of living with gratitude as a verb. So Bonnie did the first one with the Find the Frustration. Reverend Bonnie made those wonderful booklets, which we still have some if you'd like to keep working with those. They were very helpful. And then you look for what's awesome, and then you initiate gratitude. Awesome. this is fantastic. This is a great plan on how we're going to function and how to deal with things, frustrations that come up. And I think it's genius, because then as frustrations are coming up, it's actually like, yay, a frustration. Woohoo! Like no, you don't want to do that. You want to grumble. But no, now I have this method that told me, like, when I have a frustration, I have a reason to be happy and to look forward to what's the fun in this. So this is a genius thing by Kevin Clayson. And I've been working with it for a little bit, for a few months. I actually came across this book back in October. And my first frustration with this book was that I didn't like it. I listened to it in Audible, and the guy's voice is kind of weird. And and he starts out with a parable, and I'm like, oh, so annoying. And but he kept saying no, and I'm like, no, this is going to work. I'm going to finish. I'm going to keep listening. And what's interesting to me is it's genius. This whole concept is genius, because he has this whole idea of gratitude as a verb. And I didn't think about that in that way before. And so as he was working through his process, and he came up with the P word, which isn't what you think, just like the F word wasn't what you thought. The P word isn't what you think. Personally, I think P is for puppy right now. I have a new puppy, and I know his name is Xerxes, and I was going to put a picture, and I refrained, and I should have done it now, because now I'm missing him. Anyway, and trust me, you guys are all way better at listening to my talk than the puppy. So I was rehearsing this one at home, and yeah, he's biting me. He's like not wanting to hear about gratitude. He lives in gratitude. He is the embodiment of joy. As long as he's getting pets, he's super happy. So that's really just preaching to the choir when you're dealing with a puppy. So luckily you're my people. So we're gonna power up. So he came up with this idea of gratifuel, #gratifuel, and it's because he realized as he was working through this process that gratitude is the fuel for life. And he kept saying that. Gratitude is the fuel for life. And he had a friend that said, that's gratifuel. That's one word. He likes to make up words. And I don't blame him. That's fun to make up words. And gratitude is the fuel for life. And he's working through the process, and he came across some science that backed it up. And he ran his own experiment. And he read a writer that Reverend Bonnie mentioned about the virtuous cycle. Instead of getting into a vicious cycle, a downward spiral, you're a virtuous cycle. But he is not a scientist, and I did not like the book, and I did not trust his science, so I went and found some of my own. And another book. The other book is The Power of Appreciation. It's written by two doctors, Dr. Nelson and Dr. Kalaba. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She'll forgive me. And they have a wonderful book with lots of charts and lots of real science, and it would probably bore you all to tears if I brought it up. So I'm going to refrain a little bit. But this first diagram here is your heart rate, a heart rate when you're kind of in anger, and you see how it's all jaggedy. And they use the term appreciation instead of gratitude as a verb, because they're smarty like that. But I like gratitude as a verb. And then there's your heart rate on appreciation. Nice and smooth, just like hearts like to be, nice and smooth. We don't like. And then here's your brain. I love this. Here's your brain on appreciation. So your brain in anger, your vessels constrict, and the blood flow to your brain, it only flows to the certain parts of your brain that function fight or flight, the minimal things that you need to function. It shuts everything else down to your brain. But when you're in appreciation, the blood flows more easily throughout your brain, makes your brain act as a more cohesive organ, and it helps regulate everything. So you have the heart rate and your brain, and then I love anything that goes mind-heart connection. Appreciation brings everything in alignment. So that's that gratitude as a verb. So Kevin Clayson gets to stay. We're going to keep working with Kevin Clayson because he's not wrong. So previously, with gratitude. I don't know if anybody's seen Brene Brown's Call to Courage on Netflix. It's wonderful. I love her. I love little Brene Brown nerd. But I love in that talk, she's talking about her kids going to prom, like the kids are leaving for prom, and she's on the porch, and she's like, and she knows that you're supposed to be grateful. She knows all that science that I just covered, right? We have to be grateful, we have to be grateful, we have to be grateful. And she's standing on her front porch, waving at her kids, going, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. And in her mind, she's spinning, please don't let the car crash on the way to prom. Please don't, and she's spinning on, but out loud, she's like, I'm supposed to be grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. That is not gratitude. That's, as much as I aspire to be Brene Brown, I don't want to be her in that moment. So one of my original aspirations when I was a kid, other than Wonder Woman, that I wanted to be was Auntie Mame. So for anybody who didn't spend most of their middle school, childhood years watching extreme movie classics, Auntie Mame is a movie from the 50s about this woman named Dennis. And it's long, it's wonderful. If it's rainy out and you don't want to be outside, go home and find it and watch it. It's fantastic. But she culminates her whole life philosophy down to this. Life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death. And then she tells everybody that will listen, you have to go out and you have to live, live, live. And I remembered, that's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I wanted to grow up to be her. I wanted to grow up to live, live, live. I wanted to be loud, and I wanted to be experiencing. She's amazing. She has she picks up all these different hobbies, and she has all of these different adventures. And I think I'm rocking it, actually. I'm following Mame Dennis. So back to Kevin Clayson. In the book, he says, all it takes is at least one conscious decision to experience gratitude, and boom, my day changes its entire course. And I think the key to that statement is conscious. So if you're conscious about your gratitude, you can go from Lord of the Rings guy to Will Ferrell. Extremes. I like the extremes. It makes it easier to see what we're talking about. So another one of my heroes is, so we want to go from, it's science, right? So we want to go from, I'm going to hit all the bases. If you want to go from the science, you want to go from erratic and constricted to smooth and fully flowing and in life. So Clayson, to get to that point of where you're consciously living in gratitude, he says it's good to have a reminder of that you're living in gratitude. He says he has lots of things he does, but every day, sometimes you need these reminders, and you need the reminders not when you're in the throes of the frustration, but just when you're doing anything, like drinking water. So he suggests getting a clear water bottle and writing #gratitude on it. I don't know why he would have to hashtag his own water bottle, but he's big on the hashtag, so we're going with it. So #gratitude. I, on the other hand, don't always remember my water bottle, but you know what I remember every morning? I remember my coffee pot at home, because I love my coffee pot. So we have stickers. So whatever works for you, we have stickers that you can take. You can take more than one if you'd like. So I'm encouraging everybody to grab a sticker and put the sticker wherever you will see it in the morning or in the evening, on your coffee pot, on your toothbrush caddy, wherever you see them, and to remember that we live with gratitude in our life, and how we need to be grateful, and not grateful because things are going our way, but grateful in the frustration. So, another mystical teacher here. This is Ernest Holmes. So this is probably why I like gratitude better than appreciation. So Ernest Holmes defines gratitude as the practice of the realization that all good is already been provided. Gratitude is more than a resultant emotion. It is I can't read that. It is a causative energy which reveals the ever-present abundance of the universe. Right? Easy. Yeah, just take that and run with it. I like the sticker and the gratitude. I think that's a little easier than putting that where you're going to see it on your coffee pot and you're trying to read that in the morning. Like, what does that mean? So gratitude is the presence of the realization that all good is already present and that gratitude isn't causative. So here is an example. I'm going to leave that up there so everybody can kind of. This is where Jennifer's shortest assistant minister life ever. I've got to tell a story, and I'm going to play some different scenarios with this story. Some of you know I've started working here in April in the office as an office manager, and hands down, best job I've ever had in my life. I love working here. I love all of you. I love everything. Even the copy machine, because it's a frustration that gives me opportunities to practice. I love everything about working here. I love learning and deepening spiritually and doing all of the mundane things of office work. It's a lot of fun, actually. Best job. And then recently, the temperatures have gotten a little cooler. It's gotten a little colder. And when I'm here Wednesday through Friday, varying hours sometimes. When we have 2 restrooms here in the back of the sanctuary, and they do not have heater vents. I don't know if anybody here has had the experience of using the restrooms here, but they're cold. And so go to the restroom this week, and it's freezing. It is so cold in there. And I'm just like, oh. So here's the scenario. Jennifer, not gratitude-fueled Jennifer. It's freezing in here. Here's the story I'm going to tell myself. This is one step up from an outhouse in Utah. I cannot believe how cold this is in here. Oh my gosh. Why is it so cold? I can't even go when it's this cold. That is the spiral, okay. So, Jennifer, with the story, the Byron Katie practice, right? So you rock in. Oh my God, it's so cold in here. I have been in outhouses in Utah warmer than this. Byron Katie's voice. Is that true? Maybe not. Maybe the outhouse was colder. Is it true? No, it's not true. Gratitude journal, Jennifer. Oh my God, this bathroom is so cold. Oh. Gratitude journal, Jennifer. This is the best job you've ever had in your life. It is. And if a cold bathroom is the worst thing in this job, you are doing great. You're right. Just go. Over here, gratitude, Jennifer. Now, you guys get ready. This is going to be amazing, right? So, oh my God, this bathroom is so cold. It's so cold. We're not supposed to be complaining. You're right. Okay. Look for the awesome. Okay. The tiles in that bathroom are amazing. They are amazing. There's this really neat weave pattern. I don't think they make tiles like that anymore. You know what? They probably don't because the bathroom is like 100 years old. And it's cold in here because the windows don't close because they're stained glass windows and they are also 100 years old. And because this is a historic building. And this bathroom is amazing because it has been here for so long. Imagine everything that this bathroom on the corner of this church has seen. Imagine everything that has happened here. Oh my gosh, this bathroom is amazing. great. And you wash your hands, and a beautiful congregant has put in a water heater, so there's hot water, and I wash my hands with hot water, and there's lotion, because somebody has put lovely smelling lotion in there, and I'm walking out of there not only with the best job ever, but with the best bathroom ever. I was a little afraid that might be TMI, but, I went with it. Bonnie does this up here, so I'm probably okay. So, key points to Kevin Clayson's work to living in gratitude as a verb. Key points. Gratitude as a verb. Really easy to remember. All that stuff that Ernest said, I'm going to boil it down. Gratitude is a verb. Gratitude is a choice. We're not at the whim of the planet. Gratitude journals, I was kind of looking at them, and they're almost like the other side of the coin of victimhood, right? Because you're living at the whims, at the mercy of your surroundings. It's, I'm grateful because I got into these pants. I'm grateful, all of these things. You're living at the mercy of the planet and your surroundings. It's the same thing as victimhood. It's just the opposite end. I mean, it's the better end. If you're gonna live that way, then definitely live in gratitude. But when you remember that gratitude is a choice, you start living soul-centered. You start living soul-directed. You start living God and divine directed. So when we remember to use the flip method, it helps propel us forward with that gratifuel. And I think it's kind of like remembering the 7 dwarfs. Like, if you don't remember that F stands for frustration, look for the, if you don't remember that, just remember what it feels like. When we do these practices, and we do these practices, and we do these practices, and we've done it, you remember what it feels like. So when you need to remember, if you can't remember the letters, just go in here. What does it feel like? It feels good. It feels warm. It feels directed from out here. So, like I said, shortest talk ever. I was telling Reverend Bonnie, that with the puppy, this talk took a long time to get through. So I didn't know if I needed to add anything. She's like, oh, it's okay if it's too short. So I'm going to end with an affirmation. The Scouts, my husband is Bill Hadrys, my 3 boys have grown up in this philosophy. My youngest turned 18 this week. So I now have no babies. Well, I have a puppy. Maybe that's why I got the puppy. But in Scouts, they used to be like, rejoice, rejoice, you don't have a choice, right? It's the being voluntold way of living. And so I've decided to change this. And I've got, rejoice, rejoice. I have the choice to feel gratitude in every moment. So if everyone would like to, we can all say this together. Breathe in. Rejoice, rejoice. I have the choice to feel gratitude in every moment. And so it is. Thank you. All right. That's awesome. I could look at Chris and he just starts playing. I'm going to take him with me everywhere. Oh, so to anchor in this truth, take a chance to breathe in. I know that God is in everything as everything. That divine, infinite intelligence that animates and spins and is beyond the physical plane. It is all God. And I know that we are all connected to that divine consciousness. We are all perfect emanations of this beauty, this joy, this love. I know that this time together has been blessed. I know that this life is a blessing. And I know that truth for every single person that's here in the sanctuary today, that we are all blessed, beloved members of this human race. We are all beloved members of this cosmos. I bless the people of this center. I bless the people on Facebook. I bless the people that don't even know we exist. I bless all paths to God. Synagogues, temples, mosques, ashrams, gurdwaras, atheists, fundamentalists, they are all paths to God, and they are all a blessing. And I am grateful, so grateful, to know this blessing and to know this truth. And I release my word into the infinite power of the law, and together we say, and so it is. Good thing Lonnie's paying attention. Yeah, I get it this way, right?
Thank you, Jennifer. And you know, this morning when we came in, it was raining. I started my gratitude because it wasn't too long ago that when you entered the sanctuary, you were either given an umbrella or a bucket. And that was because our roof leaked a lot. And the beauty is that I've spoken before of those that came before us planted many seeds. And so those that were before us, their generosity helped that you don't have an umbrella today, nor a bucket, and that we're in this warm and cozy place. And so this morning in the offering is that you are paying it forward. You are ensuring that we are here and that we are safe and that we are warm and that you are loved. So in that space of gratitude, I invite you to place your offering over your heart and repeat after me. We trust in spirit.
We trust in spirit.
Love is the giver and receiver of all that we are.
Love is the giver and receiver of all that we are.
We offer this gift.
We offer this gift.
It is an outer expression of our inner abundance.
It is an outer expression of our inner abundance.
Our gifts bless many.
Our gifts bless many.
And return to us multiplied in miraculous ways.
And return to us multiplied in miraculous ways.
So that we may give again.
So that we may give again.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Okay, I'd just like to say a couple words before I sing the Ave Maria. I'm so grateful to be here today, and I love the talk. It was really wonderful, and it made me laugh a lot, and it was wonderful. In the talk of giving and like gratitude, I just think it's like such a wonderful topic, and I love that I came here on this day. It's just like I always love coming here. I love the talks. I love the energy. I love the people. And it just gives off such a loving vibe, and I'm so grateful to be here and to sing in front of you all and to be received so lovingly. So thank you. Grazia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. pro nobis, nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.
I'm on the hook for announcements, so here we go. If you would like to dedicate the altar flowers, oh yeah, I know, I'm trying to get through this without crying. That was amazing. If you'd like to sponsor the altar flowers, please contact the office at VenturaCSL.org, or you can call us and we will get it set up. Let's see, our ambassadors today are Jim and Lacey. So Jim, would you like to stand up? Where'd Lacey go? Yay, so you can stump the ambassadors. There, Michael's an ambassador. Kim's an ambassador. Stump the ambassadors is a fun game I like to play because I know all the answers. But so if you're new to the center or you have any questions, you've been coming for a little bit and you have a few questions, ask one of the ambassadors. They have teal stoles. And we also have practitioners. They have white stoles on, and they will get you what you need to know. Let's see, for our announcements. So behind here is our social hall, and in the social hall you'll find an angel tree for Step Up Ventura. Step Up Ventura provides daycare for children impacted by homelessness, and every year we provide gifts for the children and their families. So the tree is up, it's got the different wish list items on there, and who's manning the tree? Lacey, oh, that's why Lacey was running away. Lacey will be at the tree, manning the tree to, so if you're interested in helping with that, touch base with Lacey. Coming up, we have the Winter Solstice Healing Concert on Monday, December 19th at 6:30, and that's Brock Travis and Kelly Jean will be singing and bringing in winter. So it's lovely. It's a lovely evening of music. I think Reverend Bonnie might be, no, just praying. Reverend Bonnie's praying, and it's a really fun way to spend a Monday evening. Christmas Eve is coming. It begins. It's a fantastic evening. Christmas Eve here. We have several skits. We have lots of music. We have live animals at the end and a candle lighting ceremony. We're also celebrating Hanukkah at the same time. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to spend Christmas Eve to come down here and enjoy the community. On New Year's Eve, Reverend Bonnie Rose will be doing a 6 p.m. New Year's Eve meditation, and that's going to be part one, and then she's going to follow up on Sunday with the meditation on New Year's Day. I was supposed to put on the announcements, and I forgot that Christmas Eve is it, folks. So if you want to come to church on that weekend, come on Christmas Eve, because Sunday, Christmas Day, we're not going to be here. We're going to be at home recovering from Christmas Eve. No, we're going to be spending Christmas with our families. So, all right, outreach opportunities. We have family to family serving lunch to the unhoused on the first Mondays of the month. And we also support Lift Up Your Voice that rehomes people with small furniture needs and smaller kitchen items and working bicycles. Choir rehearsal is today at 11:30, and they're doing sectionals, so you'll touch base with Mary, or you'll know where you're supposed to be. But it's today, and if you want to join the choir, everyone's welcome. You may not be singing Christmas Eve, but everybody's welcome. So let's see. After service options, we have hospitality, like I said, behind there. There's a bookstore, so we have fantastic books. We have one copy of the Kevin Clayson book that I found annoying. It's still available in there. If you want to see why I found it annoying, go check it out. Lots of other books, some artwork, and some T-shirts and some jewelry, lots of things. So we also have 1-minute miracles. So you can find our practitioners with the white stoles. If you have anything that you would like prayer for or to celebrate, find a practitioner to pray with you. They're usually up here, but since choir's at 11:30, you might meet them here, and you might be migrating somewhere else. So just to let you know. And is that it? I think that's it. We're on Twitter. We're on social media. Oh, and review us on Yelp if you are so inclined. I know it's not a competition, but it kind of is. Unity of Ventura comes up way before us. So get on Yelp and tell them how great we are. All right, maybe I do live my life in a little competition. So I think that's it. That's it. I can go on forever. So I am going to pray us out. If I remember how to do it. Oh. Taking this deep breath into this divine moment. Feeling one with the universe. I know that as we leave this sanctuary, that the message and the community and the love stays with us. It is part of the fabric of our being, and we can never be separate. We carry this divine gift of love with us all week, all through our lives of the busyness, in gratitude. I'm so grateful to know this truth and grateful for this time that we've had together. And I release this word into the universal law, and we all say, and so it is. Namaste.